In this study, my colleague Professor Jenny Reid and I wanted to explain why children find it very hard to learn colour words and develop colour concepts over the first 3-4 years of life. So what we typically find is that, say, a child knows the word red because mummy's car is red, and you ask them, what colour is this, pointing to that object, what colour is this, what colour is this, what colour is this? They are likely to reply with the word red on all 4 occasions. So they are replying with a colour word, which shows that they understand the semantic category colour, but they are showing a fundamental lack of understanding of what red actually means. So the concept is not there.
The idea for the study came from one time when I was reading a book with my 2-year-old. I was asking him to find various colours in the picture. So, can you see something red? Can you see something green? He was pointing. Can you see something blue? And he couldn't find anything blue. I thought that was really surprising because it was actually a seascape. Almost the entire page was blue. But I mentioned that to my colleague Catherine. Is this a known effect in children's vision or children's understanding of language? And she said it wasn't. So she started piloting it.
So what we did is, first of all, train children to perform a computer task. First, we used patchwork colours such as these, and children responded to a one-word instruction, for example blue, and they simply had to point to it if it was on screen or point to the sad face if they thought it was not there. On the experimental task, we showed stimuli such as this one, and the critical manipulation is that the target is either in the foreground or in the background. So here the target might have been blue and children had to point to the bubbles. Here they had to point to the background, and on this trial it was absent. What we found is that children were very fast and accurate when the target was in one of the foreground objects. They searched and searched on background trials, but went for the sad face, indicating it was not there, up until about 4.5 years of age, and were also quite accurate on absent trials. But what's really interesting is that they took the same amount of time to respond to absent trials as they did to background trials. So if here the target was blue, they searched and searched and searched for the same amount of time they searched on this one, and on both occasions they went for the sad face. Now, we recorded eye movement patterns, and they showed that the blindness to the background effect is partly mediated by a tendency not to fixate the background. Control task, 2-3 years of age, foreground trials, almost 100% correct. Absent trials, almost 100% correct. In an experimental trial, we see on foreground trials, children again at 2-3 years of age are almost 100% correct. But by and large, they're indicating the colour is not there when it's in the background. Almost 100% correct on absent trial. But that's not the whole story, because in another study we also used nouns. So children were prompted with the word bubbles, water, or spider on this trial, and that made them very quick at shifting attention from foreground to background, even on background trials. So they were pretty fast and accurate at responding to this trial when prompted with C instead of when prompted with blue. So what these results are showing is that it's the nature of the linguistic cue that influences how children allocate attention on these simple visual displays. Now, this sort of research is going to be of interest to vision scientists, developmental psychologists who have been trying to use eye tracking with young children. We managed to implement the task with eye tracking with children as young as 2 years of age, and we are very happy to share the procedure with others, but also to parents and teachers who are usually unaware of the difficulties that children experience with learning colour words during the early years. Thank you.